Good afternoon. Today we're looking at conditions that are looking better and better for us if we want to stay on the dry side. And that's exactly what's happening in eastern North Dakota. Over to Minnesota, we're still working on clearing out those showers and thunder showers, but most of us have quieted down. Still some clouds hanging around, but those will move on as well as we continue through the afternoon and evening. Now, if you are in Lake of the Woods, Beltrami, Hubbard, and Wadena counties, that's an area where we're still seeing some thunder. You see that here around Lower Red Lake and north of Bemidji, well north of Bemidji and Highway 71 until we get out of the viewing area. But if you're in this region, this is a place where we could still see some afternoon storms fire. So if they do, they may be strong, but they won't last very long because they'll kick off to the east pretty quickly. Something to be aware of here. But we're still dealing with a little rain and thunder there. Some to our south as well. That's generally moving out of our region as well, out of our threat area. And we're looking at pretty quiet conditions beyond. So it's really turning out to be a nice afternoon. We're warming up. We're at 80 degrees now in Grand Forks. It's 81 in Jamestown, Oaks, and in Sisseton. Fargo is at 79, currently cooler, where we've got the rain showers and the clouds. Our wind speeds are brisk. We're seeing some gusts into the 20s. So Sisseton is one spot that is into the 30s. And that wind starting to make a turn from the southwest to the northwest as we head through the day. So here's a look at that hour-by-hour planner. Again, most of us staying quiet, but notice what happens by 3 o'clock. Starting to see some of those storms pop in north central Minnesota. The question is where will they start? It could affect, again, some of our viewers up by Baudette, Red Lake, Bemidji, as we continue on for the next few hours. And we're going to keep an eye on that. But overall, that should be east of us here in the valley. And we're looking at plenty of sunshine into the 5 o'clock hour. Some of us getting well into the 80s for our highs. And then tonight, we keep things quiet and clear and comfortable as we head into the overnight hours. So looking at some weather that will be a break for the most part as we head into Friday morning. We're going to start off our hour-by-hour planner at 7 a.m. Friday. Heading through the morning into that noon hour, you can see it's quiet that entire time. Continuing into the 3 o'clock hour, still looking pretty good. Heating things up, though, we're going to see temperatures getting into the 80s and 90s. But watch what happens as we head into the late afternoon and early evening. Here they come, those storms that we've been talking about, and severe weather possible, especially early on in the event. We have the potential for some supercell thunderstorms producing some hail, some potential tornadoes, and some wind damage. But as we head in time into the nighttime hours, it evolves into what will likely be a straight line wind event. And we've got that telltale sign, that backwards C bowing structure there from the Canadian border all the way down to South Dakota, indicating that we may be dealing with some intense straight line winds late. This is midnight, overnight Friday night and into Saturday morning. This will continue moving eastward pretty quickly. And so probably before daybreak, we'll see those move on and we'll start to quiet things down. But it could get pretty intense for a while. And we do have a enhanced risk now for Fargo and surrounding areas in orange here. And again, high winds will be the greatest threat, but we've got the potential for all types of severe weather with this event. So first alert weather day on Friday. This weekend still unsettled, perhaps not as intense, but seeing that chance for some storms lingering.
All right, a lot to watch out for.